We solved this problem on the third try. Not because AI got smarter, but because we finally stopped assuming how operations really work. We tried to solve the manual unloading of containers and how to improve it. That was the key problem we were looking to solve. The team came and asked us, hey, how can we reduce the time it takes us to unload containers so we create more efficiency, more throughput through the building, and of course a lower cost, which is an important. Our first try was, okay, let's approach it with industrial engineering in mind. So timestamps, somebody sit down, standing there, looking at what people doing, how they doing, take measurements. And really, we thought it's going to be easy to put all this into an Excel, come up with a simple calculation. But we very, very fast understood that we don't really understand the complexity of this type of operation. It's not just, okay, let's take a carton in, carton out, and we measure how long it takes to move a carton. It's really important to understand what complexity we have here. The environment was a cross-dock environment, so you have to split it. You have to look at the cartons, understand what's SKU, how to divide them, how to bring it into the right location. Definitely multiple variable that can influence how long it does it take to actually unload a container. And of course, even a container with 1,000 cartons inside or 10,000, the difference in touching cartons is not really the same. You can't say that it takes the same amount of time per carton in each of them. So we kind of failed miserably with the first attempt. A second attempt for us was, all right, let's bring some technology here. We understand it's complex, so let's bring LMS. LMS is labor management system. Here we said, okay, all we need from this system to tell us how long things takes, what patterns are we believing we're seeing here, and start giving us some kind of prediction how long it's going to take us in the future, so maybe we can improve that. But also here we failed understanding the people. They didn't want to cooperate with the system because there's no scanning when you're moving carton by carton. Maybe you scan the whole carts. And we ask people, just can you check in, check out on the tablets next to the door? Tell us, hey, now you are here, now you're not here. So we actually knows how to make sure that the system knows that you worked here right now and not over there. We failed there too. People said, oh, but we just moved this cart over there. Why should we actually check out? We are still working with this container. So it was a lot of teaching, a lot of learning. Didn't work. Then we really sat down again with the operation team to understand what's the difficulties to cooperate. How can we remove all the frictions with the people that actually is doing the job? And the decision was, okay, you know what? Let's remove them out of the equation. Let's put cameras with computer vision capabilities, AI on top of that, that after it learns for a few months of what's people doing, how they're doing, it understands how many people inside the container, are we using a cart manually, are we using a forklift, are we using something else? So it learns all those type of things, and now the machine is basically coming up with some prediction. Doesn't matter the solution that we found, but what was important here is that we found a solution that makes sense for the operation flow and does not change it too much, because the moment that you start to kind of asking people to do totally different things than what they do, and they ask us, why are we doing that? You know, clicking on the LMS didn't give an immediate understanding, hey, this will be a better improvement for us to learn. It just didn't give anything for the people. So they didn't want to cooperate. But the technology that does not ask or combine the way they're working inside the technology, like the computer vision and AI, was giving us, okay, let's take the ownership to run that, to make sure to measure that, and then we can start coming up with suggestion, improvement, giving some tools for the leaders in that shift so they can actually go and do different things. So this is just one example of how you can actually move from a proof of concept, how you can fail miserably even if you're successful in a pilot. So the proof of concept, the pilot was working well, but we really couldn't move on to the next level just because we didn't connect with the operation, we didn't connect with understanding of the full scope end to end. The moment that we actually realized that we are able to bring value to the organization, That's where we managed to move from just a proof of concept to actually deployment, install it in multiple locations, and really take it to the next level. This is it for today. Short. Just want a Happy New Year to everybody. Enjoy the holidays. We'll catch up next year again. Thank you.